Good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully the internet holds up, but welcome to another Speedy Feet weekly live EUC show. There are 4 people on Facebook and a whole load of others on YouTube. So just chat away if you're there. We have got old Trapper Tom. He's ready when we are. Has Mario got the biscuits ready? Silence. PG tips time. Absolutely. Yorkshire tea time. Bit of a Barney going on there between PG tips and Yorkshire. Oh, yeah. Should be considered a lesser tea. PG should be considered lesser tea. Won't go into that. Well, I won't. You can debate it out. So say hello, where you're from, your wheels you've got or wheel, and the mileage you've done. I think, Olav says, I think Mario needed to rush to the shop to get some biscuits before they can start the show. Almost true. Not quite. Well, hello there. GG Next says, or Ian got himself face planted. That's right. So we've got, who else we got? I'm going to have to send some Yorkshire tea to you boys to wean you off that PG stuff. What's the postal address? Well, the postal address, if you go to speedyfeet.co.uk, scroll to the bottom, it says contact us. You can grab it from there and we will gladly receive some to test them. And we could even test them live on air, couldn't we, on a Wednesday? So if you get them to us before next Wednesday, I'll promise to review them. Yeah, let's do that because it's an EUC show. Let's review some tea because they go together hand in hand. Rich Skull's on. Good afternoon. Rob Hitch. Hi guys. V8. That's an Emotion V8. A Gotway Nicola Plus, and he's from Farnborough, UK. Chris, good to see you, brother. Hello from the other side of the pond in Connecticut. Welcome to the show. Matthew says monkey got frozen toes in Southampton. It is freezing. In fact, I got some nice shots. I wonder if I could get them. I might be able to do that, you know. I wonder if I can get that. Do I dare close Facebook down? I got some nice shots on the way into work this morning of the icicles. Let me see if I can send it to this Mac. Oh, you got to turn your Wi-Fi on. You know what that means? The internet will go down. Let me try it. So we kill all the Wi-Fi on all our devices just to. It's not coming up, which is a bit of a shame. I could show you it if I could actually get it to come up on the screen. Let's have a little look. AirDrop. AirDrop. There we go. It's probably not set up to allow people to connect, but there we are. Let's not do that now. Nice idea. Can't execute it today, but if I say cancel, I don't know, and zoom into that, can you see it is the question. Probably. There you go. Some icicles. That was this morning. Good job it's on autofocus because Mario's not here to put it on focus. Hey Mario, do you know what he's doing? He's making me a cup of tea. Yeah, he is. It's true. True story. He is actually making me a cup of tea. Now I've got to try and find my way back to this screen. Here we go. Yep, to Icy in New York. KS18. Nice. We haven't got one hung up here. It's a bit of a shame. We have got... what have we got there? We got EX down there. And we've got a something... RS Torque. Both brand new. No time so far. Zoom Wheels Brian. Ian, 16X mug guards. Lol. Yeah, not happening. Not even order them. Not even order them. It will be quite some time until we get them in. The shipping in is a bit of a nightmare. And Mario's now showing my login screen to the website, info@speedyfeet.co.uk. Do I know the password? No, I don't. We set up a new user account on this Mac, thinking we'll use that predominantly for the live show. Of course, you've got to remember all your flipping passwords, haven't you? I would need to log out and then log back in again to work out what it is. So when we go back through that later, I won't be logged in. Let's have a little look. So no, we're not ordering a lot of stuff in at the moment, especially little parts like that. So when we run out of little parts like mud guards, bolts and panels and stuff like that, it usually takes quite a while to restock, depending on when we last received our shipment. And the Kingsong one was fairly recent. So yeah, I don't know how many we had in. Quite a few mud guards for the 16X, sold them all. Some greedy people bought 2. Hi, Salzburg, Austria. Has a KS16S, just like Mario, and a 2,000 kilometers on the beast. Brett Johnson. Hi, Brett. Hey, good afternoon. It is. Olav, Norway. KS18XL, 9,000 kilometres. Keep on going and you'll get up to 10,000. And a Sherman, 2,000 kilometres. No riding last week due to cold weather. Riding since September 2018. He's added that bit of extra info on because that's what we had last week. And so take note. Put your how long you've been riding in there as well. Neon EUC. I will send my wife to you. Just don't send her back. Not as good as T, unfortunately. I mean, she could be a prop, couldn't she? She could go in the corner there, or hang her up there, maybe. I don't know. Somewhere. Probably fit her in somewhere, I guess. Does she need to be fed or not? Because if she does, that's going to cost money. So you have to send some cash with her as well. High all, 4 inches of snow in the Kingdom of Fife. Wow. Okay. Snowing. That's a lot further up north. Matthew, over 2,000 miles on an MSX. Dragonfly EUC, Ontario, Canada, KS16X, and he's done 700 plus kilometers. Critical Pixel, hi everyone, V11, about 20 miles now, still learning. Keep it up. Keep going. Well done on your 20 miles. Once you get there, you'll be flying. Delmeek C UK, M Super X, and MCM5, plus 12 miles each from last week. So those of you need to remember. Have you got my little... Oh, you have. Good man. Look at that. Look. So he's brought the old Ian from the Scottish form of John. He is gifted with both intelligence and a good sense of humour. An adaptable and likeable man. Got that as a present. I think it was a sarcastic present, but there we are. You never know. Instagram is not working on this, but I think Facebook now is. I think. Anyway, it was fixed. You'd have seen that in if you've watched the weekly vlogs. Hope you're enjoying the weekly vlogs. If you're not, don't let us know. If you are, do let us know and encourage us. It takes a ridiculous amount of time to do those. It is mental. And you do think, by the way, I've got this on my desk because you'll see in the vlog, I may have arrived here about 2 minutes before we started. Yeah, true story. So Canada, where are we? Trying to ride around Birmingham, no bike paths, terrible roads where I live. Yeah, you got to make the most of it. The good thing is you've got suspension on the old V11. Croatia, all air wheels. So we've got every single model of air wheel. Kingsong KS16X, in motion V11 with about 2,000 kilometers on it. So there you go. What's Speedy Feet's Instagram name? Speedy Feet's Instagram name is something that I obviously know off the top of my head, don't I? Which is... no, I don't want one now, thank you. No, thanks, sir. Cheers. He was offering me a brownie. Still got some left. You'll know what we're talking about if you watch the weekly vlogs. If you don't watch them, what is the matter with you? Why haven't you got a copious amount of time to waste watching us? It is Speedy_Feet, I think. I mean, obviously, I would know that off the top of my head. Yeah, Speedy_Feet. I was right. There we go. It's on there. And you'll see what I was talking about getting in. I was actually stuck behind a tractor and trailer trying to get in. And then I couldn't take a photo of it, but it just went by too quickly, really. I was blocked up and there was a guy on a forklift carrying the biggest thing I've ever seen, sort of tilting on the edge and couldn't quite squeeze by. So tractor and trailer and then that. It all comes at once, doesn't it? When you're trying to get somewhere quickly. Unbelievable. So if you want to follow us on Instagram, go to Speedy_Feet. That's where you've got to go. So go there and check it out. Love the blogs. Thanks, Del. Michael King, what's up all? RSHS. That's an RS high speed with about 300 miles on it. And we got messages coming in now to Speedy Feet. Let's turn that onto mute. Well done with the daily vlog. Super hard work, but in my honest opinion, worth it. Thank you very much, Brett. Thank you for the encouragement. Sunny Glasgow. No snow then? It's beautiful weather here today. Mary, have you been outside the warehouse today? Because it's sunny. I didn't realise that until I left at 20 to 3. Do you know what I did, Mario? I went back home, 15 minutes to get home. So I left at 20 to 3, 15 minutes to get home, approximately. Might be able to do it in like 12. Had a shower, got dressed, and came back here again. And I got here at 12 or 13 minutes past 3. Ready for the live show, 15:15. Well done. So ran in, sprinted upstairs. Yeah, so all good. It was a cold shower, by the way, as well. No hot water. It was freezing. That wakes you up, if nothing else does. Critical Pixel, loving the vlogs, needs more Mario capes. I'm not sure. Do you mean a literal cape that you put on you for his super fit hero thing? Or do you mean capers, like messing about, Mario messing about? Because if you mean the latter, messing about, if you're going to pay him, then by all accounts, he can mess about as much as he likes.
Or is it a typo and he means cakes?
Or is it a typo and you mean cakes? Thumbs up from Stefan for the vlog. Tons of snow, but sunny up in sunny Glasgow, that is. So it's real sunny here. And I have some nice pictures. How's it going? Hello, welcome to the show. Have all the brownies been eaten? No, they have not. Have they? How many have we got left, Mario? 4? 3? 2? Weird, because there was like 4 earlier. Have you by any chance had some?
No.
No, he hasn't had any. So no one knows where they've gone.
Not today.
Magic, innit? Not today. You've added that in just at the end. A bit of a pause. No, I haven't had any. Today. Yesterday, on the other hand, though, I had 5. Neon, any chance of doing a short video of that electric skateboard in the background? Thinking of getting one. Would you be stocking any in the future? Now, there is a person on this live chat called Brett who has experience probably with that very... No, that's... Is that his? No. So those skateboards cost me quite a lot of money. They're from Gotway. And I wonder... This is a question, isn't it? Can you see it, Mary, in the shop? I wonder if it'll boot up. That has been booted down for... Oh, it boots up, look. Look at that. It actually boots up. That has just been sat on there since we started these live feeds. What, 2 years ago? More? Still works. That's incredible, isn't it? And they tell you to worry about charging your batteries. That's just been sat there all that time. Never done anything with it. So, got it brand new. They never work well, Neon. And I don't think they continued it on and they dropped the idea. It is actually a good idea, so there's no hand controller with it. And it's just like the wheels. You stand on it and you lean forward, it picks up your body transition to accelerate and brake. Brett had one, who's on here yet. I might still have the video of me on it. If you can find that, Brett, send it in and we'll play it next week. Brett's was sort of a bit of a phantom one where it would suddenly decide, I tell you what, I would like to give you full power right now. And whee, off it goes. And off you come, backwards, and crack your head on the floor. So, yeah, I've got 2 of them, 3 of them. Something sat here, just completely waste of time. Have got a video on our channel of my wife riding it. And it works really, really well. So that might even be... That might even be the good one. Might be. Just hung up there. I'm not a fan of electric skateboards. I'm a fan of electric unicycles. You get to a curb, what do you do with that thing? It's flipping heavy. So you have to pick it up. It was called the Moon something. The Moon Walk, Moon Board, Moon something. I don't know. Before you started working it, Mary. Don't think you were here when I came in, were you?
Moonwalk? No.
Moonwalk, is it?
I have no idea.
Thanks for your contribution, Mario. Moonwalk? No idea. Just making stuff up. Okay. Let's have a little look. At Rick's and Jack's Journey, almost out of Facebook jail. Did they get put in Facebook jail? Did they? Why? What have they done now? Ian Williams, welcome to the party. In Motion V8, 2,225 kilometres, MSX, 1,230 watt hours, 8,500 kilometres. MSX 2,200 watt hours, he's done 8,000 kilometres on that one. And then with the KS S18, he's done 1,000 kilometres, and that's Berkshire. Or Berkshire, depending how you want to pronounce it. It's either Berkshire or Berkshire. I think it's probably Berkshire. Good vlog. Thank you, Ian, and thank you for joining us. Brett, you've got to send that video in, by the way. Now, I am constrained to time today. That's why we started earlier. Because riding electric unicycles breaks your spine, I do need to go to the osteopath today. And I was going to cancel it in favour of the live show. And I thought it's so difficult, and it's taken 2 years. Well, I didn't even book it. My wife booked it. Because I'm like that, you know, that's what blokes do, innit? They just ignore things. And she booked it, the first session, and then it was so long until the next session, which is today, that I thought, better not, because it could be 4 or 5 weeks, and I probably do need to get it sorted. Probably came from doing the 1,000 miler, to be honest, so we're carrying a lot of weight, and constant banging, and we're riding for, what, 10 hours a day, something like that, for 13 days in a row, and I think it didn't do me much good. But there we go. Only really affects me when I lie down. But we think it's a, because you're interested, think it's a deterioration of one of the discs, the lowest disc, which is not a lot you can do about it, apparently, which is a bit of a shame. I am an oddity, I think it's what the word she used, because of my age, and I've got loads of mobility in my hips, but that part of the spine typically would be a sort of an 80-year-old. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, lol, what a selling point. It'll break your spine. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Hi, Ian. Yes, the Gotway Moonwalk board. That is exactly right. The Moonwalk board is probably worth an absolute fortune now. So if someone wants to give me £5 starting bids at £5 for a collector's item, never seen before, terrible execution, then go for it. Battery still works, so you know. Should you probably use it to power some lights or something? I'll probably take the batteries out and then use it for something else. Michael is in the house. Welcome, Michael. He's got a V10F, 11,000 kilometers, not 1,100, 11,000, from Canada through snow in the winter too. Just watch out for salt. Had to replace 2 sets of pedals, foot plates, because of the salt water sees the hinge pins. Very true. What you want, some marine grease probably. Rich Skull, 5,000 Ugandan dollars, but with a pound sign in front. Is there any lawyers on here? Is that contractual, what Rich has just done then? He's written it down, £5,000, and then made a statement saying Ugandan dollars, question mark. So I think he's probably contractually bound to that. So that's a deal. I agreed to that deal. Thank you. Neon, ask the GP to get Humira. It works wonders for my spine as it's an S shape, so def recommend it for your back. Okay. Foot plates, there we go. Foot plates, exclamation mark. Ricks and Jack's journey. Yes, he's agreed a price. I'm missing out on a conversation there somewhere. But there we go. So I'll probably now need to move. What's this here? No, that's something different. That's not the news. And it's got stuff on the back. With things on the back. What's Mario doing to me? Don't know. Let's put that there for a second. So what we're going to do is we are going to run through, and Mario's left the room, so he can't tell me what's going on. I would like to know, are there any viewers' videos? I believe there might be. Don't know. Ben Tyler, I just got a new V11. Should I pump up the negative changes? Do they arrive pumped? They do, but only a tiny little bit, or could be empty, and you definitely need to pump them up. What?
It doesn't work properly.
What doesn't work properly?
The console.
The console's not working properly?
Well, the iPad.
Oh, okay. So, what does that mean, though, in principle? Does it mean that we can't show any videos?
It wants to install software.
Okay. I
will try and fix it.
He's going to try and fix it. Isn't there a Coldplay song? I'm going to fix you. Something like that. So definitely pump up the negative chambers in your V11. Yes, it makes a huge difference. So if you look at our review of the V11, we rode it for a short while with very little in the negative chamber, and boy oh boy, once you pump that up, it makes a huge difference. So we were losing traction on acceleration on gravelly ground, and so you lean forward, it tries to spin out, and it was to do with the suspension. Once we pumped that up, it was lovely in the negative chamber. So there we go. And congratulations on your wheel. Gizmo Duck, 2 in motion V8, a Gotway Tesla V2, Nikola 84 volt, MSP, Ninebot E3. Ninebot E3. Oh yeah, I know what that is. From Cleveland, Ohio. Rich Skull, what was the crack with you, Mario and Mike walking around an empty warehouse? Are you expanding? We can't say about that, Rich, before the vlog. Kind of questions that would give an insight, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it, Mario?
Yeah.
You'll find out in the vlog. Tune in to find the answer. Anti-Panty, MSP have survived winter pretty nicely. -14 cuts range by almost 40%. And snow faceplants don't hurt so much. There we go. So probably what we should do as riders is carry a cushion round with us. If you carry a cushion round like that the whole time. Yeah, that'll work. Do that. That's like snow. Carry a cushion round. People might wonder what you're doing. You could print something on the side saying what you're doing. Okay, Mario, what we got? We got any videos that...
Yeah.
We have, but you can't play them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Excellent.
It's like showing this.
Oh yeah. So if you just kill it and open it back up.
Yeah, and it crashes. Yeah, and it shows. Yeah.
It's because you're holding the power button down. So,
yeah.
Yeah. Mario's in full control, definitely. So let's have a little look through then. Are you on? You're on Electric People as Samson.
Samson Media.
No, it just says Samson. It says Samson updated an hour ago.
Because it's Samsung Media. Yeah.
Expand in Southampton, Matthew says. Possibly. You never know. Right, are we on the old doobly doobly, Mario? Can you put it across that? Well, you can't control it at all now, so you can't bring me...
I will try and connect with the mic.
Okay. That's an interesting one. So the console that controls the cameras and controls moving across to show my computer screen have decided that it would like to crash right now and not restart. Ben Tyler, I am so tempted to buy that 16X you have on sale. I comment on Electric People post and ask about the charge cover. I would be selling a V10 to get it, given, is it a big upgrade? I replied, Ben, as well. So if you ever go and look at it, actually we sell those charge covers for £3 or something on the forum. So we've been riding it around for probably best part of a year without a cover on there. Ideally it needs a cover. I'm not saying ride around without a charge port cover on. I'm just saying, we've been using it. Obviously we're not going down in massive downpours with it. But yeah, you've got to be sensible. But if you did want to put a charge port cover on, they're available for £3. I would grab it if I was you, because the used ones we put up don't last long. We sold, in fact, the KS18L went out today. And so we've just got the 16X left at the moment. Gizmo Duck, during Christmas, I rolled my MSP in the snow 10 mile road. I think you meant to say. Rolled it. I was thinking, flipping that. You rolled for 10 miles. It must have been really icy. I was frozen and my legs was completely tired out by the time I got home. Yes, it is knackering in the snow and not very pleasant. And I found when I've ridden it in the snow, it all crams up inside the machine. Just like when real thick mud gets stuck up in there as well. That could be a bit of a major problem. You keep getting off the machine, picking it up, letting it spin and jumping up and down to get all the ice and snow out. I forgot what EUC was, but remember when it cut off as you was riding it and you caught footage on your CCTV, did you ever find out why it cut off? Yeah, it was a faulty control board, I believe it was. That was on it's the worst accident I've ever had, I think. And it was testing a customer's wheel. So they sent it back, can't remember why now, such a long period of time ago. And I was doing no speed at all. And it did 3 miles. I went round the site, huge site, went round the outside of the site, perimeter of the site for 3 miles. It was all good. I was watching the diagnostics on the phone. And then just after 3 miles, it decided to just shut off as I was riding along and slammed straight into the ground. Very, very painful. Huge bruising. It was like that close to breaking my wrist. But it came up out over the next course of a few days. Big black bruising right across my hands. It was lovely. You're going to keep us involved in the garage conversion. Could be quite an interesting mini-series. Yes, so that's going to be in the vlog the entire time. So that is actually quite a pivotal point in terms of my working day, which turns into nights a lot of time as well. It's ideal to have that as an office space, as I explained. Having kids in the house, it's very difficult. I can have a train of thought and then someone comes along and goes, Daddy, can you do? And it's like, okay. And what was I thinking of 5 minutes ago? And you can't remember and you just lose it. So having a space where I can just go and reflect, plan and stuff like that, brilliant. Comes at a price, which is a bit annoying. No one does stuff for free, which is a bit of a shame. Once that's done, that should be quite nice. And not only that, it will be another place where I can also film stuff. So it should be just enough space to also get a camera in there on a tripod and have a good background, etc. And so that'd be pretty sweet. And I can also review the footage from the vlogs. The thing with the vlogs is, you see, things that you might not realise, and I didn't really even think about to start with, that every one we create, some of them are an hour. With that hour, you have to watch that hour. So I have to watch the entire hour, and then there's things it throws up in there, and then we have to go back, change them, whether that's blurring something out, anything like that. I have to go back through it, and then do it again, and then watch it again. So, and then the edit time is about a day, close to a day, to edit them. It's mental. Stupid idea. I don't know why I thought of it. Fun though. Good fun. It's a diary. Jonathan Worley. I remember that name. Jonathan. Oh yeah, he used to ride electric unicycles, didn't he? Can't watch live again this week. We'll have to catch up later. Have a good one. Brilliant. It's weird, isn't it? Everyone else can. John's the only busy one out there. So yeah. Thanks, John, for joining in. Hope you're right. Haven't spoken to him for ages. And I insult him. But that I treat that as an insult. Can't watch live again. I'm just coming on to say, by the way, can't actually join in. I'll see you later. Thanks for that. It's like if you're trying to fix your car or something. Someone comes in and says, oh, I'd love to help you, but I can't, so I'm going now. Thanks. Thanks for the irrelevant information. You can watch the Hoot with 1.2 times playback speed. You could do that. Yeah. Brett Johnson found some videos and also a photo of my wheel in a river. Awesome. Brett, send that across, and next week I'm going to show them. That'd be really good. Or you can post them on electricpeople.org. If you haven't signed up for electricpeople.org, go there now and sign up. I'm going to try logging in one more time. Can I actually log in to electricpeople.org? I don't think I can. I'm going to try, but the chances are I'm not going to remember what my password is, am I? No, that's an error. That's an error. Going to get locked out in a minute. You're watching a man getting locked out of his account. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I can't get in. And we can't show you electricpeople.org anyway. Can an EUC survive a river? I can answer that categorically as no, it cannot survive a river. So we have an M Super V3 that someone that didn't buy it from us sent it back in on the chance that we might be able to fix it. When we got it back, there's water in the motor and the batteries are all shot and the board's shot. So the only thing that survives, in answer to your question, yes, it will survive. The casings will survive unless they get broken on the way down. Yeah, it was very, very, very messed up, put it that way. So we had a look at it and then immediately set it aside. You can hear it sloshing about. It's like, oh, yeah, a little bit of water in that motor. Probably not much good. So, yeah. We did river riding at the Cheddar Meet. And there was a walk your wheel up a steep rocky hill section too. We need to do another ride out, Rich. Need to get that organised. Brett says he lost 2 different wheels at 2 different times. So that's true. There's a third wheel. We've had in this warehouse 3 wheels that have been submerged. 2 of those being Brett's in 2 different rivers. One was a Ninebot one, which you'd spent a load of money on, I think, on those. You used to be able to get the packs from Radworks, I think it was, on the Ninebots where you could expand your range. Was it 320 to 360 or something? Something like that, wasn't it? Was it 420? You could put more watt hours in anyway. Made the side pad slightly thicker. We've got that here still, Brett. It's still consuming space on the side there. Nothing we can do with it. So they're there, and then your ACM, which went into the water as well. 1600, 1300, something like that. So, yeah, we've got both those here, and we still got the M Super V3 that was filled with water. It's probably dried out now. Although it might be rotten. But we are having technical issues, which I'm assuming Mario has not yet resolved. We're supposed to be having a guest on today. And we're supposed to be obviously doing that on Zoom. And then we're supposed to be showing you the comments and the electric people. But the app has crashed. Is it a good idea to get some more footplates to use for the snow? So you can get spiked ones if you're worried about your feet slipping off. Now we only do one type of spiked one, that's for the 16X. Or of course you can make your own. So you just need to get some spikes and then thread them in, essentially. Phone's ringing. I wonder who that is. Hello?
Hi, Ian.
Alright, yeah, I'm just on a live feed at the moment.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise that.
Oh, alright, I'll
Hi,
speak.
everybody.
Yeah, I'll speak to you later then.
It's Amy. Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
like your hat.
You like my hat? Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ian Robertson. Hi, Ian Robertson. Bye.
Yeah. See you. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Yeah. Ta-da then. Always rings at that time. It's real weird that. Strange. Okay. So yeah, you can get spiked foot plates. If I yeah, I can share them in the comments. So you can have a look and then you can design your own. Definitely worth it for not slipping off your feet off the foot plates. Let me find it. Spike. I think they're called aggressive or something. Aggressive off-road non-slip. Mario, tell me the good news of you solving it all.
Yeah, so I cannot connect with the Mac at the moment, and then I cannot.
That's bad news. I'm hearing bad news. Yeah.
And then I cannot even connect to the internet with the Mac because another IP address. So one of the machines' IP address plays up with that Mac. I'm restarting now the iPad, so hopefully that'll solve it. So the only way I can only just monitor you from my phone.
Go and grab my iPad off my table, please, Mario.
Okay.
and I will have a little look at it. Mario is stressing out, but this is what he gets paid for, to do it. And he's listening to my voice now on his headphones, even though he's not in the room. Why don't you have your wife on the show? I could bring her on once, and then you would know why. Thank you, Mario. You're very kind.
Also, Thomas is waiting for to join the Zoom.
Well, he will be waiting a while because everything's gone south.
Yeah.
This iPad's not on, so I'll boot it up. Good afternoon, Ian and Mario. Good afternoon. Nope, he's just walked out. He hasn't reciprocated. Good afternoon, Ian and Mario. Nope, not interested. But a good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Wheels. I'll say it instead, because I'm polite like that. You know, when someone says good afternoon, then do the same thing. I've seen the one Wrong Way uses, basically like a mesh that snow falls through. Ah, you're talking about the honeycomb footplates. Yes, you get those. Yo, good. Power me up, Mario. Power me up, boys. This is tech wizardry. Got a charger. Let's plug that in. Probably charging. Might not be. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah, it's back again. It went off, on, off. It's called console, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sling console. Let's see. See if it'll just log into the old girl. Might do. We can only but find out. You didn't ask her what was for tea tonight. I could ask her. I'd probably get a slap later on. Yes, okay. I would like that. Let's connect to it. Join. Let's join Sling Console Network. Please work. This would be brilliant if it worked. Mario? Yeah, it's well and truly broken. Where's Mars? Mars? No, so it's crashed out on this one as well. So it's not the iPad. Okay. It's the Sling Studio, which is sat here. It's broken, but we can't do anything about that. There's nothing we can do about it because we'd have to reset it and kill the stream and everything. So, yeah, sadly not. I can see it all. I wonder what happens if I preview the project something that's... No, so it is dead. There's nothing happening there, is there? No, it's not like it's just not displaying stuff. It works. It's not crashed as such. I mean, it's working, isn't it? But there we go. Mud pie for tea tonight is what I'm getting. There you go. That's what happens if you ask. If you take the mick, it's a bit like if you say at a restaurant, you know, not really that happy with this meal, and they go out the back and say, yeah, we'll sort that out for you, and then they go and spit in it. Never ever complain, because, yeah, you'll get it. You go, oh, this is lovely. This is, thank you so much for sorting that problem out. And they're going, yes. And they go back in the kitchen and go, that numpty's doing that. So, yeah, never ask. Forestine Rocks, Fog Rocks, you trying to punch Ian's wife for Valentine or something? I can come here for the quality technology. I come here for the quality technology problems. Good. Because you get plenty of it. It's packed full of that sort of stuff. And I've just realised if you're on Facebook, I've been ignoring you for a long, long, long time. So, yeah, whatever. Sorry about that. If you haven't already, looking at this screen as well, go and leave us a review on the business review. If you type in Speedy Feet Limited Ltd into Google, you should see Speedy Feet. And in there, you can leave us a nice 5-star review. It'd be much appreciated. People have been doing that. We did a shout out. It's pretty good. I think we're up to 32 now, 33, something like that. It's getting there. So I haven't been doing much riding at all. I do need to get out. So the RS high speed is now almost at 1,000 kilometers. And because it's been nice weather, I was thinking I'll go out this evening. But of course, it's -3. So it's flipping dangerous, and I really don't fancy slamming my face or hip into the ground in this weather. So, yeah, from that point of view, I don't know how you other guys are getting on riding, but with that, it's kind of put a bit of a showstopper on it. We're almost at 1,000 kilometers, ready to go with that RS review, and we can't go out. We've got the EX here, which we haven't been able to go out because of the weather, and trying to wait to finish off the RS high-speed review, and then we've got the RS Torque sat here. all waiting for us to go out. So it's been terrible weather, floods and rain and stuff like that. Now it's been lovely weather and sunny, but freezing cold and quite dangerous because can't really go out in the day, you have to go out in the evening. And around here is so rural that a lot of the roads don't even get salted. So you head down the wrong way, you're definitely coming off. It's just the way it goes. But yeah, this is not working. Just a bit strange, but there we go. Going to be -10 tonight, so don't risk it, Ian. Very risky, Neon says. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and just move on with this because I can't show you electricpeople.org like we wanted to. Best laid plans and all that. I'm going to talk about some of this stuff that's on the wall on electricpeople.org. So go over to electricpeople.org and sign up. There were almost at 900 members on there. And as I said last week, there is a for sale section where you can pick up cheap wheels that have been sold. It's all free. It's not actually free. It costs us money to run it, but it's free to use. No problemo. Mario broke the console. No biscuits for him. Yep, he did break the console, sadly. So that's not working. Bit of a shame. Dal Meek C, been using ours daily, will be tomorrow at 5:30 AM. Forecast is -6 to -8. Should be fun as the snow and the water get nice and icy. Critical, Ian, if you ban his biscuits, there might be a mutiny. Very, very true. That could be a problem. There's a lot of biscuits. I have got a straw in my drawer now of the Viennese biscuits and those chocolate something biscuits. 2 packets of them. Because he thought I needed an extra pack. So that's fine though, because you can put it in reserve for the apocalypse. Mr. and Mrs. Wheels, have you got stock of your new t-shirts for sale, and how many pennies are they? Now those new t-shirts, one of them being hung up here, this is, I think it's an XL. It's a 2XL, that one. They aren't actually going to be put on the site, you see, because these, we found them in the warehouse. So I think I've got medium XL. Let me have a look. I'll go and have a look. I'll go and grab them because they're not that far away. I'm just going to leave the studio in the middle of filming. That, you know, this is service. This is. He's back again. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Right, we have got. So I found these in the warehouse whilst looking for electric people stickers because people keep buying the electric people stickers and we haven't got any. Medium. It's showing some stupid amount in stock of electric people. So we got medium. So if you want them, you can have them for a tenner. I think they cost 16 quid to make or something like that. And then this one is a brand new, not used. Just nowhere. This is what happens with the warehouse. We've got loads and loads of products. If you don't locate something in a warehouse, as in give it a physical location on the computer, then you ain't got it. 2XL, so that's 2XL as well, and I think this is probably 2XL. So we got a medium, 2XL so far, and a third 2XL. 3 2XLs, 1 medium, and that's it. That's your lot. It's not and something else. That's it. That's all we got. I was looking at getting some more made up on that same design. I just need to find this logo and it needs to be updated because it says speedyfeet.uk, which is our original domain. It's now .co.uk, so text needs bringing in slightly to match it up. But I will get some made up. We've got more electric people stickers coming. Brilliant viewing, best bit ever, Jonathan says. When I left, I assume you're talking about. Thank you so much. So, yeah. So from that point of view, these, I mean, I say, these 3 2XLs and 1 medium, I'd sell them off for a tenner just to get shot of them, and at some point might get some more back in. But they cost a fortune, because what you're actually doing, of course, is you're buying small, medium, large, XL, double XL, and so you've got 5 there, and you need to get the quantity discounts as well to get it cheap enough to make it even worthwhile selling it. If you just get 5 t-shirts made up, they're like 30 quid or something you have to sell them for to try and get your money back. And so, yeah, you need to buy enough so they're just about, you can just about swallow the price as if you were buying one as a retail customer, so to say. So, yeah. Medium is perfect for Mrs. Wheel. And did you say you have an XL? No, I've got a double XL.
Can you disconnect the iPad?
Disconnect the iPad. It's not working still, by the way.
Okay.
Just so you know.
I'll just try one more time.
Because it's not going to work. It's a Sling Studio. Oh, it's just open again. Hold on, it's just opened the console again.
Thank you.
Yeah, should be off now. So we'll get those teachers in again at some point. It's same with the hoodies. We got the nice big massive logo on the back of it, basically. Going to get that in, and we get some other designs made up. I've been wanting for ages to make up snazzy t-shirts with a a thing with special logos on it. So air pump. Let me get that air pump on. Mario, can you hear me? If you can you bring the air pump in? And also, there was something else I wanted to bring in. I wish I've forgotten now. When I remember. Air pump. Air pump, Mario. Hey, there we are. Oh, there was something else I was going to say bring in as well. So this is the air pump. Which should actually be doing remarkably well when people actually know you've got it in stock. Can I turn this on? I think I probably can. So in summer, in summer, it sort of doubles up as an air conditioning unit as well. So a little bit noisy though. That's the only thing I would have said about that. But the USB port at the bottom, so you can power stuff and charge things, which is pretty cool. Nice size. We got the biggest battery version we could get, which I'm not sure if it's printed on the bottom of this one, but it's just completely crazy, really. Up to 150 PSI. It's on our website. Rest in peace, headphone users. Oh, brilliant. Oh yeah, don't forget doctor's appointment. Good job, you guys are keeping on top of it. How much is it? How much in US dollars? So, Drone Nerd, how much is this in US dollars? Don't really know. I think it's ex VAT. Is it £45? £45 is about 1.36 exchange rate at the moment. So, I think they're £54 including VAT. 54 divided by 1.2 gives you 45. Times 45 by 1.36 gives you $60 essentially. Cheaper versions are available, but not as big a battery. So we went for the biggest battery version. We're going to do a video on this most likely where we... I'm thinking... Tell me if you think this would make a good video of letting all my car tyres down, as in all four, and then seeing if this on one charge will pump them all back up from pretty much zero. I don't want to let them all the way down. I don't want to damage the tyre sidewall. But I'll let them down significantly, like to 10 PSI or something, and then see if it pumps them all back up again. Do you think that's a good idea? Would you like to see that as a test for this? Someone wrote in, was asking, don't know if you're watching now, you're asking, would it blow up a kayak? I'm not even sure they're electric unicycle rider. But they were saying, would it plump up an inflatable kayak? And I'm pretty sure it would. It's got a long run time, so I'd be interested to see what that's like pumping up 4 car tyres. Because you're never going to have to pump up 4 car tyres, are you? So I might do that. If you think it's a good idea, let me know. As people say yes. Yep, do the car tyre pump challenge. More EUC ride. What's the best place? Do more Sherman videos. No. What does that mean? No, don't we do? No. Snowboarding gear, hope and ignorance. Do more Sherman video. What's up, wheelers? Electric unicycle sliders and gliders says. Drone Nerd saying no, but I'm not sure on what front you're saying no. I don't know. I don't know what you're saying no for. You're saying no for something, but I don't know what. So I'll bring my car around. You can do my tyres too. Ah, so if we can do 4, we need to let out more tyres. Like you're saying, we need to do my car and then get someone else's car and let their tyres down. And perhaps I should do mine last because I might be the one going home with flat tyres. I have an inflatable kayak you can borrow, says Brett Johnson. Oh, interesting. Perhaps you can pop that by and we can try it. I had one as well. I had 2 inflatable kayaks and I lent them to someone. And one got a hole in it and the other one I haven't seen since. So, moral of the story, don't lend things to people. What's the mileage on the Honda now? It is almost 5,000 miles on the Honda E. We're at now. Got to drive it to 50,000. Drone Nerd, what do you think would be a good second wheel? And you started with the Sherman. You're going to struggle with that. You're not going to step up, are you? The only way you can do it is make it lighter and more portable, but you're going to get less power and less miles. Yeah. So that's what we're going to test. So the Xiaomi one overheats. This one has got a huge amount of vent holes on it, and it actually seems to have a little fan in it. But we're going to see what happens when we pump up 4 tyres in a row. We've been using this, so this one's been used in the workshop. I've pumped up several wheels tyres with it. Several wheels tyres? Yeah, it kind of makes sense. Several wheels tyres. With no issues at all. It's been working really, really well. So, has the Big Ode EXN arrived yet in stock? I haven't even ordered it. So haven't even attempted to order that one because we have to bolt that onto the back of something. Not only that, China has a huge amount of holidays. So they're on holiday until the 20th of this month. Nicola, you could go Nicola. I mean, it's difficult to say with changing from a Sherman or having a secondary wheel. It is pronounced Xiaomi, yeah. I call it Xiaomi. It is Xiaomi. See, sort of like, well, I don't know about Xiaomi, but I think it's Xiaomi, I think. Is it worth getting a knobbly tyre for the V11? I wouldn't have said so. No, not necessarily. Not sure. I wouldn't bother. I wouldn't bother taking apart your V11 to fit a knobbly on it. I rode that V11 all over the place and had no issues at all with it. So you just got to, obviously if you're leaning into corners and things and you're trying to go really fast in slippy areas, then you're asking for trouble. And a knobbly will help you have less problems in that area. But is it worth taking the whole thing, stripping it all apart and fitting a tyre to it that's a knobbly? I would have said no. That's my personal opinion. Knobbly tyres are brilliant, by the way. But it won't give you the same ride as like the Sherman's knobbly tyre. So with the Sherman, I wouldn't take it apart to take the off-road tyre on and put the road tyre on because the knobbly tyre is actually better than the road tyre. So, yeah. So coming from a Sherman, Drone Nerd asks, coming from a Sherman to a Nicola, it's going to be really difficult stepping off a Sherman onto something else. And so more manoeuvrability is the only way you're going to get, so more agile. If you look for a wheel that's more agile, that's about the only way you're going to benefit, really. A thing you can throw around as light. And as Richard said, you could go M10 as a second wheel because that thing is comedy all over it. So you could do that because it is vastly different and it's hilarious. Well, it's hilarious fun to ride. So you could do that. And riding it backwards is brilliant as well. So that's one thing you could do. I got a new tyre for the V11 in the post and it's an off-road tyre. Well, there you go. You've already ordered it. So you can either shelve it for now or decide that what you would like to do is get on and fit it. And then you can come back onto this live feed and say, was it worth the hassle? What's top speed of the M10? It's something stupid. Is it 24 miles an hour, the M10 I don't know. Something like that. Might even be more than that. I've got a feeling it's 28, but it can't be 28 on a 10-inch wheel, can it? I've completely forgotten, but there we are. Someone's saying wait for Veteran's next wheel. Suspension, apparently. Mate, it's 12 AM here in Perth, Australia. You should do your live show a little bit earlier. You need to move back to the UK. You would not want to come off at 24 miles per hour. No. Neon EUC waiting for the S18XL. Bound to happen. Yeah, it might do. Nick H, any advice for doing a full board swap in an RS? Cleaning the glue off the connectors and adding it back just using silicone. So Nick, I wouldn't clean off the existing silicone unless it's in the way of the connection. We leave that in place. So when you're taking the cables off, you need a sharp Stanley knife blade or a scalpel blade and be ridiculously careful with it. We've done this for years. You just slice down where you know the connectors are, the edge of them. So you almost, not the top, you bring it down to the side. If you get your finger, you can kind of feel where that connector is and you can just cut that top off and then just pull the connectors out. But you have to be incredibly careful. If you slip, you're going to cut straight through a wire and then you've screwed it all up. So be really careful. So we cut around the silicone and then remove them and you can stick the silicone back on again. Sometimes silicone just comes off and that's fine. But we've always left it in place. So yeah, take it really, really steady. But you can definitely feel a line. Sometimes you get all the connectors in a row and so you can just come along them all, which is quite good really. Since we're seeing so many wheels getting suspension, are there advantages to not having it? Absolutely. Not having suspension is incredibly more responsive, just like a hardtail mountain bike. It's exactly the same thing. So yeah, it's more responsive and you know exactly where you are at any given time. With suspension, of course, it's changing constantly. So you've got to be really, really on the ball with suspension, trying to work out where exactly you are. It's changing all the time. And that's a benefit in some areas. In other areas, for being incredibly rigid and responsive, no suspension is more responsive, definitely. Is BMS feasible? Thank you very much. Real Talk for the $4.99. Is BMS feasible for EUCs? Battery management system feasible for EUCs? If so, how do we petition a solution for manufacturers? This is a EVX EUC influencer recommendation. BMS meaning battery management system, do you mean? So if you can clarify that, because they've already got battery management systems built into the boards that are managing. Mari's just shrugging his shoulders. So sadly, for those of you who are going to get a guest on, we can't do that this week after much furore and messing them about by changing the times because I've got to go to the doctor. Yep, soon. What time do I have to be there? I have to be there at 20 to 5, don't I?
Well, we should end in 5 minutes.
Yeah, so we're going to end in about 5 minutes. And I can't share the screen either, so apologies for that. Next week, we'll try and work out what's going on with that. Hopefully it's not a new unit we need. So BMS, battery management system. I just need some clarification on that because you've got it in the chargers that manage the charge going to the wheel, and it's got it on the battery as well, depending on which wheels we're talking about. So has anyone already made a donation to have Mario saying hello in front of the camera? No one has made a donation today. So if you would like Mario in front of the camera to say hello, then a donation to the value of a biscuit is appreciated. So yeah. Neon says, feeling all the bumps off road is great fun. Suspension takes that away. Ian Williams, has anyone else had a problem using the Kingsong app? As my Huawei phone? How do you say Huawei? Sorry? Huawei. A Huawei phone wouldn't let me use the app. So I had to buy a cheap burner phone to get my wheel to work. I use iOS and I've had no problem with the Kingsong app, but I think Mary's had quite a few problems. Haven't you on Android?
Yeah, so the Kingsong app opens by itself. So I need to force shut it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I love my V11, but I also have another for just how solid it feels to the ground. Exactly, yeah. I would imagine I'd try to teach my wife how to ride my V11 and I'd progress to something more powerful. V11's really powerful. I was only here for the guest. You were only here for the guest. Very good. Ian, you're the man, bro, as always. Thank you. Woo-wowie, not kidding. Oh, way-wee. Way-wee. W-A, this is phonetically. W-A-U-W-E-E-E.
Oh.
Wowie. Wowie. Is it? We're being wound up here, aren't we? Wowie. Who is all waddy? Hold on. Let's help Mario get back on iOS. We do need to. Yeah, the H is silent. No kidding. H is silent. So it's not Huawei or anything. So why use the H if you don't need it? That's my question. Is it French? I don't know. Now you're asking other things. Now someone's saying Huawei. It's not Huawei. Real Talk says the ability to monitor battery activity. For example, a battery imbalance on an app with error alerts in real time to prevent fires. Yes, so that's, yeah, I see what you're saying. So a BMS, battery management system, based on an app, so you can actually check out what's going on. That would be a really, really good idea. And I think petitioning them, you just have to push for it, essentially, as one of your needed features. And if everybody was messaging them or writing on their Facebook pages and stuff saying we really need this system, if enough people were saying they needed the system, then yeah, brilliant. I mean, in terms of the battery imbalance, we got it for 2 minutes before. 2 minutes before we end the show, the control pads just come back alive. Yeah. Brilliant. Oh, dear me.
I can show the chat now.
You can show. Audio's back again now. It'll be gone again in a minute. This is Mario, see. I mean, if I was doing it, this wouldn't have any problem. Now we've got people going, no audio gone. Yeah. Mario's there going, whatever. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, we're back. It's because it's going to be boring to explain. We've got two cameras. In fact, we haven't. We've only got one camera. That's not running, that camera, secondary camera, Mario. So we got two sources, three sources sometimes, four sources, and they've all got audio basically attached to each one of those. So you can have 4 audio sources, 4 camera sources, or more. You can have up to 12 if you want to. And so when Mario switched to the computer, he'd forgotten to change the audio setting to say this is primary audio. There, that's the answer to that. So yeah. Right. Okay. I actually have to go to the doctors. So sadly, that's just come back. Next week, you're going to write to Thomas, who was going to be with us, weren't you?
Yeah.
And say, really sorry about that, but it's all crashed out.
Email him now.
He's going to email him now. So if you're watching, Thomas,
already.
apologies. He has already emailed him now.
Yeah, so I apologise.
You apologise. He's already apologised. Lots of apologising. So that's all good. So yeah, watch the vlogs. Go and like them, share them, comment on them, stuff like that. We'll do a video and we'll pump up car tyres. We're a bit restricted today with viewers' videos and things like that, but don't forget to send your viewers' videos in. Next week we'll stack up what we had this week with next week. Let's start the viewers' videos rolling again. I think Brett's got some videos he can hand in, so good. Send that in. And with the vlogs, we will do that. Wrong ways in the house. Hello everyone. Analog unicycle 500 metres. Brilliant. I've actually got a unicycle here, Mary, that we perhaps could do on the live show. Get you on that. Trying to ride it. He's got a thumbs up. He's saying yes, he would love to try it. There we go. Right, so next week we will have viewers' videos. Don't forget to send them in. Where does he send them into, Mario? Where do they send them into, Mario? He's now struggling to bring it up. It's crashed again.
I can't add.
You can't add. Still not working
Before
properly.
it crashed, I was trying to add a graphic, and it crashed.
Oh,
so
just before it crashed. So as you were trying to add a graphic.
Yeah.
So there's a backstory to this, isn't there? It didn't just crash on its own accord. You were doing something.
Yeah, it didn't like importing when it's recording.
Oh, okay. But there we go. So thank you very much for everyone that joined in. Sorry, it wasn't massively focused on EUCs, but it's good to catch up and have a chat. And at least you guys got to chat with each other. That's something. So it's kind of about the community of this show anyway, bringing everyone together so they can have a bit of a chat. So yeah, I am actually gonna have to go constrained. Next week we'll be back at an ordinary time. If you send your viewers' videos in to samson.media, is it Samson at info at samson.media, Samson with a P, SAMPSON.media. Mario will receive those because he's monitoring that mailbox and he will put them into the show. Send them early, don't send them on the day of the live show, and they can be no more than a minute. Don't forget the rules. No overtly advertising over the entire thing, and no swearing, and no copyright music, and we'll be all good. So there we go. And join electricpeople.org. For goodness sake, join and post up your content. Let's get that thing rolling. Say almost 900 members now on there. Let's just pull that across. So the way it updates with latest content first. So there are several ways of setting this up. We decided that really what best fits in. So latest content, which include if you've got an old post that's updated, you can then go along and it'll pop it to the top. If you comment on it, it'll bring everything to the top. So we've got all this sort of stuff going on. Which wheel's the best range for £2,000? You can go and vote on that. Which is the best range for £2,000? People have commented on that. Old Trapper, he's also on here, I think, watching as well live. And he's commented on there. Jonathan Worley, there are so many EC videos out there. What kind of video would you like to see? Got 118 votes on that one. Ages, got 206 votes on that one. There's all sorts of stuff. So go to electricpeople.org, add your videos, your photos, whatever you like. iPhone with the HEIC code, is it now? The file type. That now works if you want to upload your pictures from a new iPhone. We fixed that bug last week, so you can then upload newer style file types onto there without having JPEGs and stuff like that. So go and upload. You can ask questions, polls, and all sorts. So I will see you next week. Thank you very much for joining in. You will see us on Monday for the latest vlog, which will be 8 AM Monday. So 8 AM they get uploaded, and we work on them Friday evening, Saturday, whatever, to get them uploaded. 8 AM, and then you'll see us Wednesday live. So yeah, I will see you next week. And is there a thing where you can do that?
I don't want to try and add it.
Go and try and add it. Go. Let's see what happens. So there is actually, I think, an outro that Mario was working on yesterday, but the whole thing's busted. So it won't add. So he's got it there, but it won't add. So this is going in the vlog as well for Monday. So we'll see you guys later. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for joining in. That's Mario, stressed out, sweating. This is us saying goodbye. So thank you very much, everybody, and see you next week. And this is going to be the outro. Me going, right, I've got to run. Where's my wallet and stuff? Somewhere. This is it. This is the outro. It's down there. Ah, tripped over the light unit. T-shirts, right in, Mr. and Mrs. Wheeler. And we'll try and sort something out with that. And then you can have them. See ya. Bye. Let's shut that down. Bye. See ya.